Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Larry Fiddler,
Here.
Greg Jay,
Here.
Gary Bennington,
Here.
Cindy Holland, here, Rick Deerwester.
Here.
Let's keep on these.
It's the same.
It's all the same.
No, yeah, they're all the same. Two need to go up to the.
He was just,
yeah.
for them two, and
Oh, let's do it.
he just wanted you to pass.
Richard, you get one. I did not go. You're passing that one around.
Is there any additions or deletions to the agenda?
Yes, I've got a couple issues with the police department I need to bring to your attention.
I would also like to, talk about Richard Salzman and our overtime payout for him. And also replacing, Greg on the committee to select a new town manager.
Okay. Okay, do we have a motion to approve the agenda as amended? Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, salary ordinance?
I've given you a copy in your tablets of the salary ordinance. I just wanted to highlight a few things. The main thing is pretty much that's a 3% raise across the board for every town employee. Other changes we made, everybody went to an hourly pay scale, except for elected officials and the town manager. And then one of the police officers, let's see which one it was. The SRO officer got a substantial pay increase. He had been passed over for a raise in the past, and then he graduated the academy, and so he needed compensated. He was making less than the new hire, so the SRO officer got a substantial bump in pay.
Jane, it should, yeah.
The other thing I wanted to bring to your attention is, I know when I did the budget, I did not, I said I put in a 3% raise for everyone except for myself, and that was true, and then, I have no intention of putting a raise in there for me. And then having a meeting with, Richard and Susie Bass, and they both said that needed done to keep the position competitive for the future, that it needed to raise with the rest of the town. So I've honestly been wrestling with that, putting in, taking it out, so whatever you all decide is fine with me, but I'm content. But it is in there. I put in the 3% raise for myself is in there too, and if you wanna remove that, I'm A-okay with that. The reason for the new salary ordinance, basically we're just trying to simplify things, make things more straightforward and obvious as to what the pay was. Doing that with the hourly rate and things like that. We were trying to be more compliant with Department of Labor laws. We looked at a lot of the laws and matched them up with how we were paying people. So we did that. Also, I think the 3% raise is good. I think we need to reward our employees. It's been a hard year, and they've had a lot of extra responsibility and things dumped on them that they shouldn't have had to deal with and do. And so I think it's important that we have good employees here, and I think it's really important that we treat them well and show our appreciation to them. And also, we need to keep a competitive wage so we can keep our good people and attract good people.
I agree.
After the 3%, that's all those numbers are about this. There's no starting or.
At the very bottom, you'll see some, I don't know, like some sentences, and one of them is that it says that all of these are ranges and they start at minimum wage, and so this is the maximum. All these up here are the maximum, and that is what each of these positions is receiving right now, is the maximum of the salary, with a couple exceptions. The town marshal or not town marshal, town manager is a range because that position is not filled, and so we left that as a range. I think
The other one was a wastewater manager, where UMC's, is it?
UMAC was a range, we left that as a range, that's wastewater operator. And one of the deputy marshal position we left as a range because that is vacant right now. That was what we're leaving.
The other change too is on utility labor, it was $11 and $13, and that was changed $11.15. Again, back to what Kelly said about trying to be competitive. That 11-13 range, it's tough to find someone to stay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the very last sentence says, unless listed as a range, all wages are listed at the maximum, with the minimum being the minimum wage.
Right.
So any of those positions can go from minimum wage.
So we need a motion for the 2020 OR-5 then?
As long as there's no other discussion.
Oh, okay.
Is there any other discussion? If not, we will entertain a motion for approval.
I'll make a motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, Marshall?
Yes, well, thank you. Of course, you all know Levi, officially his last day was Sunday. Turned his stuff in yesterday, we took him to lunch yesterday, but he is now gone. What I bring to you today is, I gave you a resume on Virgil Lanning. I've got Virgil here with me. I want to hire him. I'd like to hire him in at where Levi, at the salary where Levi left. He brings quite a bit of experience with him, to include, we'll put him in Levi's car, the K9 car, and we're going to actively be looking for a new K9 dog. Virgil is trained K9 handler, and so we're going to be acquiring a new K9. We've got all the K9 equipment, and we've got a K9 handler, so all we've got to do is get a dog, and we can replace that. Virgil's got, if you take a look over here, I didn't run a copy of all this stuff because we burned a copy machine up. But these are all Virgil certifications. He, like the rest of the full-time group, he's a military veteran with the U.S. Coast Guard. He's been with the Putnam County Sheriff's Department. He's very familiar with the county, the prosecutor, the whole, everything here in the county. Had left for a little bit. He does not need the academy. He's already academy certified. We have to run into a 40-hour pre-basic next week, along with a few others that we're bringing on as reserves. But he'll be good to go, and basically he's turnkey ready. So we will not miss too much of a beat there. So.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
With the K9, I know Levi, the K9 was all funded 100% by donation.
It will be. This will be too. It'll come out of our police donations, and whatever we need, we'll make sure we raise for that. Okay. And so I asked for your approval on this hire. That's item 1.
I'll make a motion that we hire Mr. Lang as deputy marshal.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Welcome aboard.
He came in tonight in case you had any questions you want to ask him, so he's got the right haircut for the job.
I wasn't for sure who I was looking at when I looked back.
The other thing I just want to make the board aware of is that currently James has been put on administrative leave, James Collins, for a short duration here. He's going through some issues, so he's going to be on administrative, working here in the office.
Okay, is that all?
I think that's enough, yeah. For the PD side.
Okay, Kelly?
I'm just asking, when Susie came in and took things over, we were looking at the salaries and looking at the laws, Department of Labor laws. I'm
She
sorry.
did.
Okay, when Susie Bass came in, when Cheryl left and took over, she started examining the salary, we started looking at the salary ordinances, some Department of Labor laws, and we were comparing them with our employees. And there's one employee who had not been getting overtime, who we believe should have, according to the laws. And so to catch him up, I went back and I've got all his time cards here, and I went back to May. That's when that's where my records. Well, we started keeping track of his true time, and did a spreadsheet, and so we owe him. It's $5,805.66 for overtime for this year, and I'm requesting that we go ahead and pay him so we can clean up this year and pay what we owe him.
What was it,
$5,805.66.
Look for
Richard
Richard
Salter.
Well, I definitely think we ought to.
Well, and with that, you're gonna start the new year on a clean
Clean
slate,
slate.
Yeah.
where everybody's at zero,
Right.
for comp time, overtime, everything. And you saw the twist in the change in the salary ordinance, that it's gonna be paid out at least quarterly.
Yeah.
And as opposed to building.
Building it up.
Yeah, it'll be easier to budget, it'll make Kelly's, job a lot, easier.
Okay, do I have a motion?
Motion, we pay him.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I guess, do you wanna take it or do you want me to take it? Okay. The board appointed myself and Greg to review, resumes for town manager. And Greg has had to step down from that. And I was wondering if the board would like to appoint someone else.
Why did you want to step down?
He has turned in a resume.
I thought he couldn't do that and sit on the board.
I can't,
Nobody.
that's why I'm stepping down from the hiring committee.
No, I'm meaning on the town board, period.
He won't be able to if he is
If
successful
we
with the
would come to an
position.
agreement, I would step down.
He can apply for the position, but he can't hold it.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. That answers my question.
Okay, do I have anyone who wants to be on that?
I would like to ask, Rick. if he
Rick.
would-
I second that.
Have you gone
That was
through
quick.
the applications yet?
I have copies of them, I have not looked at them real close. I've got a feeling that the first 10 that came in may not be good applications. I've seen an Indeed commercial, and they made the comment in the commercial that, on TV, that they send out resumes that they have on file. So I got a feeling that's why so many of those people were
I don't know, we had a few of them have responded back that they're interested.
still, okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
I'm impressed by it, because I've been through this, and there's some people from far away,
Yeah.
who are interested in this position.
And Rick, when will you be available?
I guess I can start right now.
What, you wanna meet after this meeting?
Why do you want to meet now, he's saying?
Well, I mean, if you have the resumes, I'd like to start going through them.
I'm
She's
ready.
got
Hey, you passed already. Here we go.
That's all, so far?
Yeah, that's all of them.
That's
Yeah,
all of
it's
them,
closed.
and
It's
the
closed.
ad has been canceled.
Pardon?
The ad has been canceled.
It was a 14-day ad.
So Larry, whenever you wanna get together.
Okay, I'll meet with you after the meeting.
Okay.
Is there anything else? I will adjourn this meeting then. Thank you.
All right,
You did good.
6:45.